Hey, what's up, classic TV and movie fans? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Munsters, more specifically the Rob Zombie reboot Munsters movie that is coming out that he is currently working on. Now, if this is the first video of mine that you see, make sure to check out the previous 9 videos where I go through the construction of the Munsters house, costumes, makeup, casting for the main characters of the film, and so much more. Today I have 2 images to show you that are pretty much breaking their new. They're gonna show and showcase a few characters that I think are just very pivotal to the vision that Rob Zombie has for his movie. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get right to it. Now this is the first one. Let's start with the left and kind of go in a circular clockwise fashion. So we start out with Rob Zombie on the left, looking a little unusual with the glasses, and what I mean by that is this is kind of his normal self. This is a break in his persona, that crazy rocker, right? But then you look at this and, it's kind of the normal, everyday Rob Zombie, the man who's heading up this production. Now, he stated in the caption of this image that this is taking a little break from filming. If you look at the man right next to him, the tall guy in the back with the glasses on top of his head, that is Jeff Daniel Phillips. He was chosen to play Herman Munster for this film. To his left, that is the man to the right of Jeff Daniel Phillips, that is Dan Roebuck. He'll be playing Grandpa. The only lady in this image, that is Rob Zombie's wife, Sheri Zombie. And then we have a mysterious man in the middle. I'm going to get to him in just a little bit. But before I tell you who that is, let me show you the other image that I want to release to you. And that is this image. There's so much to say, so I'll get right to it. This is the character, a new character that we're going to be looking at in this movie, Igor. Now, what's really interesting, this is played by that man in the middle, Sylvester McCoy. Now, you may or may not have heard of that name. He was once, I'll show him here, one of the Doctor Who's. Here's one image, here's another image, and then here is more him in a contemporary look. And I'll go back to the image so you can see him along with the gang. Now, this is official. It's an exclusive shot directly from the set. And Rob Zombie kind of paraphrases him as a loyal servant to the Munsters. I think that's really interesting because, well, we'll have to talk about it. The Munsters were a working class family, right? And so they didn't have much money. They weren't like the Addams Family that had billions of dollars. No, so for some reason, the Munsters now have a servant. Now, some of you may think that's strange, but let me also talk to you about the movie The Munsters Revenge. That was made in 1981. I'll show you an image here with the original Fred Gwynne. And then we also see this man right over here. This is the character Igor as well. He was played by Howard Morris in 1981. So if we go back to this image, it does come full circle. Interesting here, he's wearing white gloves. You can see his hair, very grandpa-esque. It seems like it's more of a Transylvania style. You do see the candle holder with the bat and the candles there. We have seen that before. He's lighting those candles. What I think is interesting is that green tone or that green lighting that you see throughout the entire image. It's actually pretty beautiful. It's a pretty beautiful image if you really think about it. And to me, that lets me know that this will not be shot in black and white. That is, maybe there will be sections of the film that will be shot in black and white for different aesthetic or artistic reasons. But I mean, a lot of work won't go into a film like this to put green into it to let it be in black and white. Now, that's one side of it. But then you have to remember that the original Munsters also had a lot of green makeup, even though it was in black and white, because green showed up in a certain shade of gray that they wanted to when it showed up in black and white. So again, this is all just speculation in terms of what I think. But yeah, so Sylvester played the 7th Doctor Who. He also played Radagast from Peter Jackson's The Hobbit. And yeah, we have Igor. Now I want to show this image as well. Another character. Now we've seen this image before if you've seen my videos. This is Richard Brake. Now he is playing a doctor in the film. He will actually be playing Dr. Henry Augustus Wolfgang. According to Rob Zombie, he calls him Transylvania's most popular mad scientist. So I wanted to put this picture up again because to me, I mean, come on, we have a doctor, mad scientist from Transylvania. We have Igor, an apparent servant of the Munsters, assistant, a loyal servant. To me, this screams like there will be a scene of resurrecting a monster, or having a monster come to life. Frankenstein, Herman Munster. To me, we're going to see in the film Herman Munster's creation, his rising up from the first time. We never saw that in the Munsters TV show, but I think we're going to be able to see that in the movie. Now, a lot of people have asked me, Rick, where's Eddie Munster? Where's Marilyn Munster? There's a good chance they won't even be in the film. Now, again, this is my speculation. Why do I say this? Because it seems like an earlier period where we have the creation of Herman. We see Lily. We get introduced to, of course, Lily. Grandpa will be in the mix because, remember, he was integral in the creation of Herman as well. But we'll see. This is, again, all speculation. I want to know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the lighting of this Igor image? What do you think of Richard Brake's character that's going to be Henry August Wolfgang, Dr. Wolfgang? Do you think there will be parallels to the show? Will it be a complete, just different thing? Oh no, we'd love to know your thoughts down below. It's getting really interesting because we're starting to see a lot of stuff. We'll see you next time, everyone. Thanks so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget, be hopeful. Thank you to everyone for the support, especially my Diamond tier patrons. Citizen Kane359, David D, Greg S, Kevin K, Ricky, Sally N, Ulysses the P, and Vito L. If you want to join the Patreon family, links are in the description. Thank you.